Hi all, I hope you had a really nice half term. Whatever it was you did, I certainly had some fun. Quick update, look, my avocado plant is growing a root down. Ooh, that's a good sign. That means that it's soaking up loads of water. And then, look, it's split in half. So, some point this week, I reckon, my tree's going to start coming out of here really, really quickly. Anyway, we're going to start algebra properly. I mean, we had a introduction just before half term. But we're going to take it really, really, really slowly. So before we start to look at using letters like X, Y, Z, A, B, C, or whatever, we're going to have a look at finding a rule first, because that's going to really help us with our work. Before we get into that, before half term, Mr. Snell said that he wanted people to be doing 10 minutes of doodle maths every day. And anyone who did 9 days in a row or more over half term would get automatically put into a prize for the class. We only had one person who managed that, but I suppose one is better than none. So Millie, thank you so much. You have got Eagle Class 1 draw in the thingy. It's really important, let me just bring it up here, look, it's really important that starting today and carry on for the next 2 weeks that we do 10 minutes of doodle maths at the start of each lesson. If you go back to the post that I put on the 12th of February, which does great, here you'll find a document which has got all of your login information and passwords, which I've reset for everybody, which is crab6. You can change that once you've logged on. Please do change it to something that you're going to remember. And you just need to do 10 minutes, nothing more. Here's the link, you click on it, and it will take you into the login page. You've all got accounts. I've noticed that 3 people had to go over the half term, which I'm going to just put down to the fact that I put this up so late, so don't worry, but we need to be doing 10 minutes every day of doodle maths. I can mark it straight away as well. I can have a look at your progress all the time. So if you struggle to get on for whatever the reason, please do let me know. tdobson@weltonprimaryschool.com. So before we start with this, make sure that you're starting off on doodle maths. It's all personalised for you, so you can move as fast or as slow through it as possible, but as long as you're doing at least 10 minutes before each lesson. So that means that your 45 minutes means that 10 minutes is going to be doing doodle maths. That means less of you may get to the extensions as before. That's absolutely fine, but remember it's not just 45 minutes of maths, so you can kind of just have your maths book open in front of you for 45 minutes. 45 minutes means 45 minutes of hard work, so 45 minutes worth of hard work. So let me just show you something. Important thing to remember, like we said, this is algebra. It doesn't look like it quite yet, but we're going to take it nice and slowly. This is going to help us loads. It's just a reminder that plus is the exact opposite of minus. Times is the opposite of divide, and squared, I put n there just to represent a number. Any number will do. Squared is the opposite of square root. We don't need to worry about this so much in year 6, but I thought I'd let you know anyway, just if anyone was interested. So plus is the opposite of minus, times is the opposite of divide, n squared is any number squared is the opposite of square root. Let me show you some examples of that. It's going to really help you with today's lesson and then the rest of algebra. So, for example, if I did 3 plus 5, I get to 8. And if I go backwards, if I do the opposite, I'm going to do 8 minus 5 equals 3. Can you see how it's circular? And the same goes for times and divide. 3 times 5 is 15, so 15 divided by 5 is 3. And then finally, square and square root. 3 squared is 9, so the square root of 9 is 3. Keep that in mind during today's lesson, and that should help you out loads. The first one's nice and simple. If you've got one triangle, obviously you've got 1, 2, 3, 6. If you've got 2 triangles, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sticks. And then you'll probably recognise the pattern. It's 3 more each time until 9, 12, 5 sticks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to be 5 times 3, 15. And then 10, well, if you worked out that it's the 3 times table, you worked out that you're doing 1 times 3 is 3, 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 4 times 3 is 12, and so on. So it's going to be times 3. So 10 times 3 is 30. Now remember what I said here, that the opposite of timesing is dividing. So when you have it the other way round, if you had 90 sticks, it would be something times 3 equals 90. So to go backwards, you do the opposite. So you divide by 3. I won't give the answer, but what is 90 divided by 3? You can help out by saying, well, first of all, what's 9 divided by 3? That might help. But if you know what 9 divided by 3, that can help you work out what 90 divided by 3 is, because it's 10 times more, isn't it? Okay, work through these. Just remember, when you have the output but not the input, you're working backwards. So the opposite of add is take away. The opposite of of multiply is divide. And the opposite of divide is times. So when you're going backwards, you're using the opposite. And here the opposite of take away obviously is plus. Okay. So work your way through those. We'll go through the answers later. Once you get to these ones, it gets a little bit trickier, but take your time, think about it. And then tomorrow we'll have a look at what happens when you have 2 steps. So we've just been doing 1 step so far, plus 10. Tomorrow, please don't do this yet because there's some important information I need to show you. We're going to do 2 steps. And then by Wednesday, we can move on to using the letters that we introduced last week. Okay, great. So just a reminder, first of all, please go here, sort out your Doodle Maths account. If you have any problems, you need to email me or write it in the message board there. One person already got in contact with me, so thank you for that. Your login details are here. Once you've logged on, please change your password. And you need to be doing 10 minutes every day. Doodle Maths makes, it shows me all your progress, gives me loads of information, and it helps you progress, and it can see where you need some help, automatically picks it up, and then it's just practice, 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 practice. And then at the end of the week, a Doodle Maths award goes out to a class who's done the most. If I click on this now, I think I can go classes. I think this shows me. So, I can't find where it was. But at the moment, Kingfishers are absolutely rocking it. So Kingfishers are currently in the lead. So we need to, by Friday, see if we can be the class in the front. And that means that all of you need to be doing 10 minutes, nothing more, just before each lesson. I'll remind you again tomorrow, but do let me know. Then you need to work through this. If you do get through all of this and you've still got time to spare, I'll put a extension, the Diving into Mastery, up. We might not do Diving into Mastery as an extension all week. I might do some of them as separate lessons. And then we'll meet at 12 o'clock to see if anyone's got any questions. Just a reminder, this week I'm in school on Tuesday and Thursday. So I'm in school twice a week this week. On Tuesday, we'll still do the live lesson, but I'll be in school, okay? So just slight change of timetable. On Tuesday, I'm going to be in school. All right, I'll leave you to it. Good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.